Hello cherry lovers, I have another great recipe today. We're going to do a slow cooker tomato, basil, parmesan tortellini soup, so stay tuned. Okay, hello guys. I have a great recipe we're going to try out today. I'd like to share with you. It's very quick and very simple. It is a slow cooker recipe. It's called a slow cooker tomato, basil, parmesan tortellini soup. It's a delicious recipe. And right now I'm going to give you a list of the ingredients. We have in this container, Larry will point the camera here, 1 yellow onion diced, 1 cup of diced celery, 1 cup of diced carrots, and we have here 4 cups of vegetable chicken broth. I'm using the organic. We also have 128 ounce can of crushed tomatoes, or you can use 2 15-ounce cans. In this container right here, I have 1 tablespoon of dried basil, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 bay leaf. We have some sea salt here, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of garlic. Now we also have the 19-ounce bag of frozen cheese tortellinis, and we also have here 2 cups of half and half. This is fat-free, half and half cream that I'm using, and then you're going to use a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. We're not going to add in the last 3 ingredients, the tortellini, the fat-free milk, and the cheese goes in last. So what we're going to do right now, we are going to add the first of the ingredients, skipping the last 3. We're going to add in our onions, carrots, and the celery in here. And next we are going to add the chicken broth, which is the whole container, which is 4 cups. All of the chicken broth in here. Okay, and then next, after the chicken broth, we are going to add our crushed tomatoes. Put all that in there. And we're going to add the rest of the crushed tomatoes into the slow cooker also. Okay. Now we're going to add in the basil, the oregano, the garlic powder, the salt, and the pepper. Add all of that in there. Give that a nice stir. Put your slow cooker on low. Now, wasn't that quick and easy and simple? You're going to put the slow cooker on low, and you're actually going to let this cook for 6 hours on low. Just think, you can go around and do all kinds of things for the next 6 hours, and your dinner is actually cooking while you get other wonderful things done in the process. Okay, I'm going to come back in 6 hours and show you how to add the rest of the ingredients. Okay guys, I wanted to tell you right here, because we actually left the something happened to the recorder. I'm not sure, my voice didn't record, so I'm going to tell you right here what we're doing. We're actually going to just take our bag of frozen tortellini and we're going to add it to the pot of soup, and all you have to do is set your timer to high on your crock pot. You've been cooking it on low for 6 hours, but now you're going to turn the crock pot up to high. And you're going to cook it for another 30 minutes. That's all, just 30 minutes. And then we'll go on to the next step. But here we're just stirring up the tortellinis real well, and put the lid back on it, let it cook for 30 minutes, and you're good to go. Okay, we're going to finish up the tortellini recipe right now. What the last addition is, we're going to take the half and half, the 2 cups of half and half, you pour it into your pot, both cups. Let it come to a boil, not a boil,
just barely a simmer. It's just got to get really hot. The purpose for getting it hot enough is that if it's kind of cold, when you actually add your soup to it, it'll curdle. So you don't want it to curdle. So you just let that get nice and hot. Probably if you turn it to medium high for about a minute, it'll get nice and hot. Remember, you don't want it to boil, but you do want to get it nice and hot. I have had mine on for a couple of seconds here, so it's nice and hot already. So what I'm going to do now is take the half and half. I'm going to take it over to the crock pot. I'm going to sit it right here. I got a towel waiting. And the next step that you want to take a scoop, one ladle of your soup out of your tortellini soup and actually pour it into your soup, or into your half and half, I'm sorry. And then just stir that really good. This is to give it a chance. Remember, if you put that cold half and half right out of the refrigerator into your tortellini soup, it's going to curdle, and you don't want that. So you just pour that in that hot milk. Remember, you don't need it to boil or anything. Just get it nice and hot. And another thing that you can do if you don't want to do it on the stove, you want to be precise, take your 2 cups of half and half, pop it into the microwave for about 90 seconds, and then take it out and do the same thing. Add a scoop. Now we've got that nice and stirred up. We're going to pour that half and half milk into the soup. Give that a stir. Guess what, guys? It's all ready. Now it's time to give that a good stir. I shouldn't say it's all ready because we still got to add the cheese, but that's how quick it is to make this soup. Now, I've got my cheese here. 2 cups of grated Parmesan. Sprinkle that in. And you can add a little bit more if you want. I am a cheese lover. So I'm going to put a little extra Parmesan cheese in there. Smells good too. Can you see that, guys? That's what it looks like. It's got a nice roux going there with the milk and the cheese. Okay. That is actually, now it's ready. You can ladle the soup into some bowls and eat up. I hope you enjoyed that recipe. Again, it's something very quick and simple. It is another one of my amazing comfort foods. Thank you. Until we see you again. Okay, guys, I am about to try this. One thing I did not tell you at the beginning of the video is that this is a new recipe for me, but it smells really good, and I love tortellinis. And I love comfort food. So I'm going to try this and let's see how it tastes. Love the flavors. Very good. That's very good, guys.
Is that a thumbs up, babe?
That's a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.
Bye now.